Every 4th of July, thousands of people gather in a tiny place called Glacier View, Alaska, for one simple goal: to watch cars fly off a 300-foot cliff. And once the dust settles, the crowd rushes in to tear apart what is left and take home a piece of the wreckage as a souvenir. For those new here, we're Bob and Hillary, the Vancaskeys. And this summer, we're traveling through Alaska in a Noovo Plus camper van, checking off some of the biggest adventures on our bucket list. And this time, we're bringing the van straight into the middle of the action and testing out the full 3-day camping experience, with crowds reaching up to 10,000 people in past years.
USA, 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 USA. Oh my God.
We're going to check in, explore the massive RV camping area, get the inside scoop, and find out what this event is really like before the cars start flying. This is the Glacier View 4th of July car launch.
Okay, we're in line at the Glacier car launch, and there is camping here. There's 40 spots, first come, first serve. We slept about a half mile up the road last night. Kind of chaotic getting here this morning because we found out that everybody was lining up, so we raced over here. So I need to go stand over there with all those dudes and figure out what's going on, because the misinformation is crazy. I was chatting with a few guys over here. Anyway, I'm gonna go try to get it all sorted out.
Wish me luck.
I wish you luck. So this is what he's talking about. We might get a spot. They say first come, first serve, so.
So it looks like we're number 18-ish. It's kind of hard to count because it's pretty much chaos, but we're definitely in the top 20. Our odds of getting a spot are really high. And they said that it depends on the year of how many spots they release.
Sounds like we're gonna get a spot,
I think so.
but it sounds like once you get your spot, you stay.
You do have to stay.
Okay.
So we will be
Stuck here
immobile.
for 3 days.
Yep,
Well, we're tested batteries out.
that's right. And they said, one report, it looks like it's 7:20 now. One report said that 8 o'clock they will open up and start moving people in. Another person said 9.
And the website says 10.
The website says 10. And then one of the guys who's been here several times said it's volunteers. And so it's pretty much whenever they get up and decide to come up here.
So we're not gonna have hookups. It's just squeeze them in.
We're gonna have a parking spot.
Okay.
Currently 8 a.m. We've got about 2 hours until the website says that this place is open, and the line, crazy. It extends all the way down there and all the way down there. I bet there's probably over 100 people already in line right now. So we'll see if they all get in. I think we're good though, because we're in the top 20. So far, this is my favorite car that I've seen. It's a hearse. And here in the back, there's also a coffin. I believe they're gonna put it inside there. And then on the hood, they've got a sticker that says, we're gonna put some things to rest. And then you can write on the vehicle, you know, all the things that you wanna put to rest this year. So I thought that was pretty unique. Wanted to give a quick update. Still waiting in line. You can kind of start to feel people are getting a little anxious. It's about 8:15 or so, but people have started to kind of pull up, get a little bit tighter. There's a few vehicles that have moved, like this Brinkley over here has pulled forward and did a huge, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 point turn trying to get in line. And the line out here for the traffic coming in, because this is the way back to Anchorage, that line has gotten so long. It's probably 50 cars deep on that side. Everybody's getting a little excited, but nothing's changed. We're just still sitting here waiting. Okay, I just was chatting with a bunch of people. Had to run back to the van because we're starting to move. I can confirm it's not cash only. That was one thing that was making me a little nervous, but it is. They do take credit card, because otherwise we would have waited in line for nothing. We don't have enough cash to pay for the camping for the full duration.
Right.
So But now we are good on that front.
Someone just walked up to us and said their understanding is that one of us has to walk to the bottom of the mountain and pay. Or maybe just right here and grab a number and then you get to go. It's very confusing on how this works. Everybody's confused. But the cool thing is we're filming this. So then if you're coming next year, hopefully what we're doing is gonna make this way more seamless. Here he comes, guys. He's running, let's go.
We're causing a problem.
We are?
We gotta move.
Okay. Hey, and everything?
I paid.
We're good.
We have our tickets.
Okay.
We're just gonna follow this around. She said, come down here and stop at the corner.
Yep, and she's gonna get on her quad.
She's gonna get her four-wheeler. I'm a little confused, but I think the spot is close to where the event is, so we don't have to walk far the day of.
And we're next to porta potties.
And we're next to porta potties, but I don't even really know where that's at. So we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, they just came up and they let us cut the line, so let's go. She liked the size of the van for wherever she's putting us. Let's just say that.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Look at that view. There's a glacier over there. Oh my God. This is amazing.
The view.
I'll take this view.
We could see a glacier. Probably not on camera, but we could see it.
Right through the trees.
Okay, here's the situation. We have full gas, full water, full power right now. And we'll be here for 3 days. Guys.
We are settled in.
We're settled. We got a great spot. We got great neighbors. We're right by porta potties, which for now is really good.
Yeah.
They're nice and clean. But the thing is we got the spot. It only cost $90 for 3 nights, which was cheaper than we were expecting.
Yeah.
It wasn't cash only, paid a card. And as messy as it looks like it actually is very messy organized.
Yeah.
I think they actually have a really good system going. They're just not in a hurry. They're just trying to put all the RVs and
the appropriate spots.
In the appropriate spots.
Big vehicles all together,
Yeah.
smaller vehicles together. So yeah, just if you're patient, it worked out fine.
Yeah, great. But now we saw a little store up top, so we have some goals for today. We're gonna walk to the store, see what's there. We don't need anything, but you never know. And then we're gonna walk down to the site where the car launch is gonna happen. And we're hoping, see, we could see this, but we don't know if you could see this because sometimes cameras don't pick things up. But we're hoping to have you guys get to see what we're seeing, which is the glacier that's right behind us. We could see it from our van, inside of our van.
Actually, here, let's rotate a little bit. It is right back here.
But it's
I don't know if you can see it in the camera.
We could see it so good.
Well, we made it back up to the top by they call it Howdy Hall.
Oh, Howdy Hall.
The little, like, general store that's up here. The line is still out of the facility or off the street, down the highway, and the cars just keep rolling in.
And it's 11:46 a.m. and the doors opened at 10 a.m. and people are just rolling in still.
I think they're just pulling everybody down into the large parking lot area down there.
But we're gonna go check it out.
We'll have to go check it out.
Yeah. We decided to sneak up here and look at all the cars that are gonna be sent over the cliff on Saturday. And by sneak, I mean we just walked up here. We think there's no rules. Oh my goodness.
You theoretically could jump here, but if anything goes awry, you're in the water. You can see why they've got it all roped off.
And then I don't know if you could see RVs. That's the parking lot. That's the overflow parking lot for RVs and regular cars. And then right there, that's the glacier we're gonna try to hike tomorrow.
Okay guys, we are breaking in because we have some really exciting news to share.
We're officially partnering with Outdoorsy and we couldn't have picked a better time to share it with you. As you can see at the Glacier View car launch, there are RVs everywhere. And what we found out is a lot of those are rented.
Yeah, there are tons of rental RVs out there filled with people who have come to Alaska for their epic adventures.
And that's exactly what we love about Outdoorsy. You do not have to own an RV to experience a trip like this. So here's the deal. Outdoorsy connects travelers with RV owners. So you can rent everything from a Noovo van,
just like this one,
to Class A's, different Class B's, Class C's, travel trailers. They have it all.
Many hosts even offer RV deliveries, so you can have your rig set up and ready for you when you arrive.
That's so cool. But here's the part that we're really excited about. We have teamed up with Outdoorsy and Noovo to give one of you a $2,500 adventure.
That's crazy.
That means you have your own chance to rent the RV, have an epic adventure just like we're having, and start making your own bucket list memories.
So there are a couple ways you can enter. First, you can click the QR code that's here on the screen, or you can click the link in the description below.
And make sure you enter by August 30th. That's the deadline to enter, because we seriously can't wait to see which one of you wins this.
And here's the cool thing. You can start saving today by using the code Vancaskeys10 to save 10% on an Outdoorsy rental.
All right, so go sign up for the free giveaway. Your next adventure might be closer than you think. We made it back to the van. It's 12:02, and we just heard somebody say, because you can see that long line going down to the parking lot area. We just overheard someone saying that camping closed 45 minutes ago. So they ran out of spots 45 minutes ago. And it looks like they're just putting them down in the parking lot until that's full. So just think, on Saturday when you get here, if you just drive here, more than likely you're parking up on the road, would be my guess. Goodness, we got here last night and we were 18th in line. Okay, so not sure if the camera will pick this up, but from the back of our van, we could see the glacier, the mountains, the clouds, the beauty. People are pouring in. Vans, campers, RVs, tents. Everyone is coming, trying to get their spot for the biggest event happening tomorrow. But we have so many questions.
For sure.
How many people checked in yesterday? How many people are camping? How many parking spaces are there at the bottom of the hill? How many people are they expecting?
And we've seen quite a few porta potties, so I'm curious, how many are actually here?
So today we're walking the entire event, and we're gonna talk to whoever we can. And by the end of the day, we hope to have every single one of those questions answered, because tomorrow's the big day, the big 4th of July, send these cars right here over the cliff day. Today, we're laying a few things to rest. What should we send over the cliff? Mosquitoes, property taxes, breakup season. Add yours. Grab a marker from inside the hearse and write it. Bob, what are we gonna lay to rest?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mr. Lemon.
Yeah.
That's so mean.
Yep.
Mr. Lemon. Problems, issues, fixes.
Yeah, Mr. Lemon himself.
And if you're new here and you don't even know what Mr. Lemon is, it is our van that we left back in Idaho. This summer we are borrowing a van from Noovo. We're borrowing their super high roof for the entire summer, going around Canada and Alaska and, you know, seeing and doing all the things. But our van has given us nothing but issues for the last 4 years, I believe. So we're gonna lay his problems down to rest. Love, Vancaskeys. Should I do a little lemon?
You should.
A little lemon? There's my lemon.
Actually headed up to the prep area above the launch site, and they have all of these vehicles set up right here, and they're actually working on a couple of them up there. There's a couple of things that they do to each of the cars, because we've been talking to quite a few people that have cars here in the event that they're launching. So they take out the glass. They don't want any glass down on the beach. And don't worry, all of the cars are recycled after the event. But I don't know if you can see it down in here. There's a strap. They strap that around the steering wheel so that it stays straight. So they literally floor the vehicle and have it launch off the cliff. And then they use those straps to make sure it goes straight. Oh, one other thing. They also cut the exhaust off as close as they can to the engine to make them sound as loud as possible. So they do a ton of prep work to these vehicles to make sure that they are safe. We talked to the owner of the Perk Up Espresso car, and he's already got his cameras all mounted up. One thing that he recommended doing was, if you're gonna put a camera in a car, put a tag on it with your name and phone number, and then they'll get it back to you. Apparently people are pretty good about getting your, cameras back to you. I don't know, should we put one in there?
We don't have a spare one.
If we had a spare one, we absolutely would.
Or one that wouldn't break.
Yeah, we can't afford to be without one. But let's go watch some of the prep work that they do. So they're cutting the exhaust off as close as they can to the engine.
It's your baby? Oh, okay. Oh.
Let it sing!
Met some epic Australians.
They've been working in Canada this summer, and so they're about to head back to Australia, and so we all kind of met up, and it's great.
It's been fun. So their car, you guys are going to get to see at launch tomorrow, but now we're moving on because we want to show you the jump area.
At the jump area here, and you can also see down below where the parking is, so we can get a glimpse at how many people are actually parked here. It's really kind of hard to see, but like right here, all those cars, it looks like there's 2 rows. I'm gonna guess that's 100. That's considered the overflow parking. And people have already started to set up down here. We're gonna call this upper camp. And there's 3 areas: upper camp, middle camp, which is where we're at, and then the lower camp. And here in the upper camp, I believe this is where they put a lot of the bigger rigs. So like the school buses, the Class A's, and like the trailers and stuff like that. So,
but we do see some truck campers up here too.
But I think a lot of them had trailers where they were towing like their quads and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So I think they're bigger because of their length. We also found 3 more bathrooms, so that brings our total count up to 7. So this is the middle level camping area, which is where we are at, right here in the Noovo. But there's a couple of little tiers. I would say there's maybe 30 to 40 rigs here. It's kind of hard to say, but there are a couple of bathrooms. There's 4 more right here.
Brings a total of 11.
That's 11, and then there's 2 more over there. So that brings us to lucky number 13. And the best part about this spot is you get a view of the glacier that's behind us. Nowhere else on the site do you get that. And you can see on each of the tiers here, there's kind of a mix of Class C's. I think there's a Super C up there. There's vans, there's some truck campers. There's just a little bit of everything here. So now we're gonna head down the hill. We're gonna go to the main parking area, and we think there's a dumpster down there, so we're gonna take our trash out. Yeah, there's no trash cans and nothing up here. No trash cans, no dumpsters, no nothing.
Okay.
So we're gonna wander down there and see what we can find. It's about a 20-minute walk from the top of the hill down to the bottom, and it is quite steep. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but and one of the things that I really enjoy about this is there's not a whole lot of rules. Like there's some basic ones like for safety stuff.
It is a family event though.
Yep. And they do a pretty good job of enforcing that.
Yeah, I read on they have a Facebook group with like over 20,000 followers, and they said it was like family, faith, and fun, and freedom, and that's what they're going for this weekend, so I love it.
But outside of that, there isn't a whole lot of rules. No. We found another dumpster right here, and let's check out how many bathrooms there are.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, plus 13, which would be 40, 50. So there's 50.
50. One thing that they have done a really nice job of here is they have kind of quarantined off areas like to walk. So you can sit here. Let me get you up here. This is kind of a quarantined off viewing area. Same thing for over here. This is another one. And then you have this nice walkway down the middle so that you have access. Oh, and there are trash cans. Did you see that down here?
There are down here. And they're pumping the music in. So this is today, and tomorrow, it's gonna be crazy.
You guys can see those people up on the hill there. That's exactly where the cars are gonna come off, and then they're gonna come down the hill to right here. Splash down right there.
And now we're gonna cross this bridge that they just made.
I swear I could feel that thing moving underneath me when I was walking. It's like, oh, this is a little unnerving. We're now on the sandbar. We can walk towards this river over here. But what's crazy is, like, it wouldn't take much for it to jump that and then cut this whole section off. Because in years, well, the river kind of does what it wants. I was talking to somebody and they said that a few years ago, the river was way over on the other side of the bank. And then this year it's cut really close to the bank on this side. So
we've made it to the final boss.
Final boss.
The final boss. We've made it to the final boss. And this is what is called parking.
This is kind of the lower level. It's the main parking area for the event for the people who come the day of. And it's the overflow parking for the RVs that show up. Cool. Lots of different types of rigs. I mean, everything from a Brinkley fifth wheel down to like old school vans.
So there you have it. We saw four more bathrooms are down here.
2 hours later.
The rain is coming, but we still have a job to do. We still don't know how many tickets were sold. They're sold out, but we don't know how many were sold. We need those final numbers. And there's a rumor that a really big YouTuber is coming in on a helicopter tomorrow. So we're gonna go sleuth that out too, hopefully.
We kind of caught it on video, but they were driving around with a loudspeaker and announcing if you're outside the gate after 11 p.m., you cannot get back in until you're with the other 10,000 people that want to show up.
Open at 8 a.m. If you want to go explore anywhere else beyond the gate, please go do so now. And it will open again at 8 a.m. tomorrow, but there will be 10,000 people here.
I don't know what's about to happen for America's 250th birthday, but I think we're at the right place.
Yes, this is definitely the right place. Can you answer a couple questions? Because we're just curious. We hear lots of rumors. And so how many people are coming tomorrow, or do you estimate?
Well, we had 10,000 ticket sales online, and we're still selling out the door.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be a big group of people.
Okay.
Yes.
We also heard that somebody is coming tomorrow and on a helicopter. They're going to come here. Who is that?
It'll be Bam, then Danny Duncan. He's a YouTuber.
Okay.
Okay.
They're coming in together, and then they're going to spray paint a car and throw it off.
All right, so we have found out all the answers to our questions. The first one being, they've sold out, but you could still come to the door tomorrow morning. They said those tickets are gonna be quadrupled price though, and the number they sold was 10,000 tickets. The second thing that we found out was, so far, they have 32 cars that are gonna be sent over the cliff, and she said that they expect a couple more to show up tonight and tomorrow, which is, I think, the biggest number they've had so far.
So normally they have about 30 to 35 people show up for camping the first day. And when we got here, we were 18 in line, and there was probably 100 people in line. And so we were talking to the lady who works here, and she said that they have 70 campsites that they were... Whoa!
Okay, hold
Wow.
on. Anyway.
Yeah. They had 70 campsites prepared for everybody, and that filled up very quickly, and then they ended up using all that overflow parking. So I have to imagine there's like, I don't know, 100, 150 people here for camping alone. So there are going to be a ton of people here tomorrow, and this place has already gotten crazy. That's Arnie's son that's driving that. I only know that from watching videos online. Arnie is the owner of all this property, and he's the one who kind of sponsors this event and hosts it. So he's running around here. I've seen him, I think, 1 or 2 times kind of just driving around. But yeah, he's the man, the myth, the one who is controlling all of this. I mean, that is pretty hot, actually.
Hold on. What the heck? Oh, they're all coming off!
So I did hear that tonight they were going to do that, and that they were going to drive a few vehicles down there, and then tomorrow morning, kind of right before the show starts, they end up driving them back up. It's just a way to get everybody hyped up, and clearly it did. Let me just open up the back doors. We got tots.
Got tots? Are they done? Oh yeah. Amazing. Good job, Bob.
Oh, say can you see? Oh.
It's crazy. It's a little after 8 a.m. This line has been rolling since 7 a.m. Everybody's coming to this event. It's gonna be wild. We just saw a guy with like a chicken costume on, and I think half of the fun is gonna be see what everybody's wearing today. Let's go, 4th of July. We had to change hats. We got the 250 hats, and now I'm in the red hat, and I had to do it. I had to do it. Look. We got it. These crowds are wild.
There are so many people here, and it's about an hour and 45 minutes before the first car goes over. So we still got a lot of time before we start seeing cars come over the cliff. I legitimately think this might be the most American thing I've ever done.
50th anniversary for the great United States of America. Great First time here, incredible event. We're excited. We're an hour away from the excitement. Whoa, hold on to your pants. Let's go.
The giant luxury company is coming. There she goes, boys. Everybody take their hats off. God bless America. Amen.
They're trying to land planes. They've been landing planes and helicopters and everything. Apparently those are the rich people that are coming and some YouTubers and famous people, but they're about to start. We have 5 minutes till the first car launches, and they're saying it's a van that's gonna have a snow machine up top. Oh, shoot.
Well, it sounds like one's coming in, boys. Get straight
We are too close. We are too close. Oh no.
It feels nice.
There's a little bit of a bonfire going on. I feel a little nervous of how close we are. I don't think this has happened to this extent before. We've heard the battery pop, all the tires pop. Like, guys,
It's pretty intense.
what are we doing and why are we here?
You can feel the heat. It's so hot.
I'm just getting better angles for the video. That's all. I didn't run away afraid. Your car is gone.
Hey,
Your car is on fire.
Please don't.
Did you see though your flag, the Canadian flag, and the American flag? I love it.
Get down off that hill.
Oh my gosh, they're on a hill.
All right, let's try to make movement for that dozer to come over here. Y'all get out of the way.
This is way more than I was expecting.
Unprecedented. Like they literally had to send a bulldozer to cover it with dirt. That's what's going on right now. They had to pause the show because they've got to take care of this. Thankfully, we're not in the way, and we're not in the wind, and we're not in the smoke because that would have been terrible.
Yep,
And,
hilarious.
And Arnie's going, the show must go on. Get out of the way.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Fires are almost out. He dug holes everywhere. He put dirt over everything. Good job. Woo! My word, guys.
he did a very, very good job. He is a very good operator. I'm impressed. He's gonna yell at all these people to get back. So Arnie is the owner, and the guy operating the dozer is his son. That was pretty cool.
Just like that, it's over, and it seems appropriate that there's a huge fire, and usually they allow everyone to rush and salvage, but they're making everybody wait because it's definitely not safe to do it yet. It's officially over, but who here votes that next year we either bring Mr. Lemon and ship him over?
I might be voting for that.
Or we should do a lemon car next year.
So I think the question would be, should we sponsor a car in 2027 here in Glacier View, Alaska, and drive it off a cliff? Well, we would drive it off a cliff, but they would throw it off the cliff.
And we would like make it all lemony and lemons and everything, and then you guys, if whoever wants to come, could drive all the way up to Alaska and come.
Yeah, we could have a little convoy up here.
Yeah, it's real easy to do. That's it. We're closing this video out. This is really long. We're gonna go get to the van.
And we've got to wade through the sea of people to get up the dirt steep hill back to the van.
But I will say, this was a fantastic event. If you ever get the chance to come. They did an excellent job start to finish.
Yeah, absolutely worth your time and effort to come here. The camping in the RV spots was amazing. I've got nothing bad to say.
All in all, I felt safe with the fire that happened today.
Yeah, they got it under control.
They got it under control. It made me scared at the beginning, but they definitely got it under control and everything was fine. So, fun event. We might have been a little too close.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all we got.
Until next time. Bye. Guys.